viewable.
Aloha, and welcome to today's episode of Mystimon Saga, The Hidden Archives. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Welcome to today's episode of The Hidden Archives, a Mystimon Saga tale of horror and mystery powered by Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you would like to learn more about Mystimon Saga, please visit the link in the description below. We now have a brand new subdomain, world.mystimonsaga.com. Check it out.
Some fancy shit.
Yep, we're getting more fancy. And first off, I would like to give a shout out to Sirenscape and thank them for the sounds and music we are using today. Not a sponsor. And
not a sponsor, but please sponsor us.
Yeah, please. Sure. I am joined today by our players.
My firstborn child, if you will sponsor us, Foundry.
I am joined today by our players. Jackie. And who are you playing today? Agatha still?
Yep.
And Friendbot, you are playing.
I was told I can't change characters because we're right in the middle of what is it, the Hunter. So yeah. I am playing Gorbadal Fink.
Yeah, and Bella, who is playing Giovanna.
Yes, I am. And guess what my new theme is this season?
Oh no, she has to have a new theme every season.
Is it making a suitcase with your good old suitcase nuke with your good old pal Gorbadal Fink?
Oh my god!
It's a mystery mousecatool for later. Jackie, will you do me a favor and roll me a soup roll?
Oh.
Okay.
Yep, that has to happen.
You know the session has really begun when they ask that. I rolled a perception. Hang on, that's the wrong one.
Oh my god, Jack.
Get it together, Jack.
There we go.
I suppose that I have to also roll a Constitution saving throw because there is a 90% chance that Gorbadal Fink does not remember because he was too drunk that he already had the soup. And it wasn't good.
Also, in Foundry, can't see any of the rolls.
That's delightful.
That's... Yeah, we'll have to figure out the issues with your stuff later. You got a 13 on your roll. You got a 13 on your roll.
Okay, so that's a...
Yeah. An awful soup. Terrible, just awful.
Probably not poisonous, but like, just in general, like bad, you know.
Yeah, she really needs to take an archetype and toxicologist alchemist.
I really should. I would also like to say, fun fact about Giovanna, hasn't ever paid taxes.
Nice.
She's a robot.
Fun fact, neither has Gorbadal.
I guess they can't pay taxes. They're are robots subject to taxes?
I don't know. I haven't gotten into that. I haven't gotten into that with Cyber. I'll have to talk with him about that. So anyways, it's our new season. We are back for our new season, even though we have already been on YouTube for 3 seasons. This is our 10th season overall. Hooray! How did we make it so long? So we have some fun stuff planned for you this season. Like the first week of June, we will actually not be having a regular session. In the first week of June, we'll be just sitting back, chatting, and reminiscing about the old days.
And at the end, we'll have a fist fight.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah. And then at the very end, we'll have a fist fight.
That's called bonding.
Whoever wins gets a hero point.
Story point. Yeah.
I have a story point for my technical difficulties.
I think that Mella's earned it.
Yeah, I think they
you
do
know,
that.
you have.
Can I get a story
yeah.
point for helping Mella troubleshoot her technical difficulties?
Well, you tried. Yeah. We all tried. Such is life. So, when we last left our investigators, you were all called into an urgent case when a mother was experiencing a loop of activity in her home. Every night around 2 a.m., she would awaken to see a tall, dark figure hovering over her. Then it would move over to her baby's crib, and she would feel as though she couldn't move. She was paralyzed. She doesn't know what this entity wants. She is terrified. And that's why she called you. And the night before,
I also
Frederick,
do sleep paralysis. You ain't special.
Frederick experienced an attack by a tall, dark figure. He
Okay,
awoken
maybe...
to this entity hovering over his bed and began lashing out at him, punching and hitting him. And
That's
each
weird.
strike felt like a jolt of electricity. This occurred before they even heard about the mother. So, upon your way to Atlantia, what really struck you was there has been a flurry of activity in that region. It seems to be increasing ever more. And then suddenly, Rude lost control of the airship and did all she could in her power to land it safely. You crash landed, basically. And when you were all on the ground, you noticed a tall, dark figure disappear behind a tree. You eventually
Which
made
I
it.
promptly blew it up.
You eventually made it to the place, a town called Cascadia, in central Atlantia. And in the midst of your investigation, you learned that this tall man, as the mother called it, is incredibly powerful, and what wanted, apparently, was the souls of her children. You did some research, you learned of an old myth of a dark entity called the Hunter, who would take the souls of misbehaving children. You don't know whether the Hunter is a malicious or evil entity. You don't know whether it's a necrosphere. You just don't know. Now, in the midst of your investigation, you investigated the bridge, and you also investigated the cemetery, both places that the mother had visited. Maybe Mela has notes on what happened last time.
All my notes are in Foundry, and I've given up on Foundry. I'm just watching the stream.
By investigated, I think you mean eradicated regarding the bridge. Because Gorbadal Fank blew it up. Because it was called a death bridge.
It's very odd that you're having issues with the Foundry. Oh well, anyways, we'll figure it out later. We will figure it out later, I promise.
Thanks.
And while you were investigating the cemetery, you received a visit from the sheriff of the town of Cascadia. And he spoke with you about what you were investigating here, and he also said that he had called in a couple of extra hands because what you were investigating was just one of several strange and bizarre cases that had been occurring recently in Cascadia and even nearby towns.
Is this the man that we had that Mela and I had sign a number of legal documents?
Yes.
I believe
also-
so.
Yeah, it is. I made him sign a contract in crayon.
Yes.
Also, I would like to point out, Seth, you didn't mention something I was very excited to hear about.
What was that?
Whenever they blew up the bridge.
Yes. Yes. Gorbadald Fenk blew up the bridge.
Gorbadald blew
Good
up the
old
bridge.
terrorism.
Gorbadald
called
blew
a
up the
death
bridge,
bridge.
and after that,
old terrorism.
the next day, Gorbadald, you receive a visit from the sheriff again, and he says, "Sir, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to take you in. We have rules and laws about blowing stuff up, especially historical landmarks."
Like to see you try to do some, man. I mean, that's a bold choice. You try to take all thinking. Many have tried it. Well, many have failed. Hey,
I'm
looks at
gonna
him
be
dead in
honest
the
with
eye.
you. I don't know what you expected.
I open a bowl of soup.
And as basically he says that Gorbadald's armor it comes alight with magical energy. It begins to whir and click, and it kind of encase him. And it's like, well, so we gonna dance, or are you just gonna pretend this never happened?
I have a question. Is Agatha around to witness this happening?
Yes, you are all here.
Because I
Is she-
distinctly remember that you also signed your John Hancock on this here contract, absolving us of any externalities that occurred during our investigation.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and is like, "Dude, you're not making it much better."
Giovanna, I would like for Giovanna to walk up with her hands behind her back and stand as close as she can to the officer. And then I would like to throw the soup in his face.
I'm gonna try to stop it. I'm gonna try to stop her. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's behind my back until I'm right there.
Is now fucking
Okay,
with the sheriff. Congratulations.
Make so. What is going on here? Agatha, make a reflex save.
All right, bet.
This right here is what we call a breach of contract, my friend.
Do I
Very
get
serious.
do I get a circumstance bonus from knowing that she carries that fucking thing around and
Yes.
No,
noticing
because you
and
don't know
noticing
what
the
I'm
reach to it?
doing.
I noticed that you're reaching towards where you.
No,
I
because I
distinctly
said I
remember,
walked up
Seth.
with the soup was behind my back.
I distinctly remember last session you said
That's
that
even
the
worse.
guy
That
said that
thing's
it was
wrong.
fine.
35.
This-
What is going on here? What is?
She
Yeah, I think that worked. I think you caught her.
I would like to say
she
that
just-
I am throwing the soup. It is uncontained, so Agatha would have to get splashed by it.
She just holds your arm before you make a swing, and goes, "I'm trying to be an investigator, not a babysitter." That applies to you too. She points back to Gorbadeld.
Listen, this guy's over here is a breach of contract, and you're coming out here being saying I'm in the wrong. He signed his John Hancock right here.
John Hancock.
I don't fucking know. Just some people say. Some asshole, probably a rich dude.
Agatha walks up, adjusts her tie, which, by the way, Agatha does have a new design. Boo. And just kind of looks at him and says, "How may I help you? I apologize for their behavior."
Yeah, your friend blew up a historical landmark.
Ooh, that would be a problem. What? But however, it is a big accusation.
Yeah, an
What evidence do you seem to have
unsubstantiated
against?
accusation. Slander, right there. That means slander, good sir.
He like quickly looks back at you and makes like a shush motion. Anyways,
So, Serious question, Seth. I distinctly remember last session that he was fine with this happening. This wasn't a historical landmark. Did that change between now and then?
It's always been a historical landmark.
And yet, this was not an adversarial conversation that we were having with him last time.
You
though.
met with him before you blew up the bridge, if I recall.
Nope.
No, we met up with him after because I missed the episode where he blew up the bridge. I was there for the episode where the sheriff came.
And we ended on was it like the good spirit in the graveyard saying that the hunter is coming.
Yeah, and I was I was off the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I jumped off the cliff.
I'm just confused with the timeline here of when this is all happening.
Let's just let Seth finish explaining. Let's all be quiet.
Okay.
Actually, let's all be quiet. Seth, go.
maybe he thought we were joking, about blowing up the bridge.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit.
The sheriff did think you were joking about it the first time when he got reports of all of a sudden there's cindering ruins on the bottom of this ravine.
1 second, Seth. I never copped to blowing up the bridge. I specifically told him that I plead the fifth and did not cop to anything.
My friend over here is
Let's
group for being
let
jokesters.
Seth finish his opening.
Okay,
Alright.
Sorry.
So the sheriff has a problem with this bridge being blown up. It is a historical landmark.
That was killing people.
It doesn't matter. It was a historical landmark. If you went and blew up an historical landmark in real life, I think the police would have a problem with that.
So, in our friend group, my friend over here is well known for being a jokester.
And erratic.
So is this after all the stuff that happened in the last episode? What's happening? I'm confused.
It's a couple of days after your last encounter in the cemetery.
I wasn't out of the cemetery. I was in the ravine.
Well, it's been a couple of days since then.
Okay. I was confused about the timeline. I was very confused. And also you didn't mention it in your summary, so I was so confused.
Well, I did say a couple of days later. You must have missed it.
No, I'm really off my game today. I'm really not here.
It happens.
It happens.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is and well, at the day of the explosion of the bridge, we didn't exactly know the details of the situation, being new in town, and thought that it could have been merely a collapse. And thus, my friend...
You can stop speaking? Stop speaking. Your lawyer is here? I'm your lawyer.
Yeah.
The lawyer's right here. We will not be speaking to the cops. You can only speak to my client whenever I'm present. This...
Exactly.
Yep.
All of a sudden, she said lawyer?
I'm a lawyer. I went to law school over the break.
That's something that you can do. that you can get a degree that fast.
It was only a couple of days.
Those online degree programs, man.
Does these already exist in the first world?
They do now.
So I think that we're gonna go ahead and ask you to get off our airship.
Yeah,
sir.
I'm sorry. These clients are both represented by me, so yeah, if you want to have a formal meeting, you'll have to contact my office, and I hand him a business card.
Okay, Giovanna, you are going to have to make me a deception check.
Why am I making a deception check? I'm a lawyer.
No, you're not.
I don't think you can be a lawyer that fast. I'm gonna try to aid on that. That's probably a failure.
I guess, can you roll deception for me?
That
Oh, yeah.
that kind of, that was a success on the aid, but that's a failure.
If you wanna spend it,
Wait, can I hero point it? Can I hero point it?
Yep.
Just go ahead, story point it.
Ooh.
27.
That was uncomfortably close to the 1 number on that 3D dice.
So 27. Unfortunately, the DC on this was high. And he looks at you and says, yeah, I would need to see some credentials on that, some proper credentials and a degree.
Now, hold on.
He does not believe
Okay,
you.
do you ask all lawyers for Do you ask all lawyers for degrees, or is it just robots? Racism.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of microaggressions come from this guy's corner over here.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're gonna have to contact my lawyer, and I hand him another business card.
Another deception check.
I am pretty sure I would have a lawyer.
That does seem important.
No, I'm pretty sure that that Crystal would have us a lawyer on retainer.
That.
Yeah,
although that is
actually,
for
it probably
that does make sense.
it would probably be Tarek. Only you haven't heard
Yes,
from him.
so
but-
I do have a lawyer, and I didn't say I handed him another of my business cards. I said I handed him a business card. So I'm handing him my lawyer's business card.
Better call Tarek.
Yeah, only you haven't heard from Tarek in months.
So I think that you should probably
Even
mosey
better.
on off our ship here. Now, just oink oink out of here, mister.
Racist.
Hey, cab, am I right?
What is going on?
I guess offers you a fist bump.
Yeah.
I hand him another business card, but this one's to a restaurant.
You know what?
Does that restaurant serve pork ribs?
No, it's a sandwich shop.
I guess I sees that and like kind of tries to find a way to justify it. Well, I suppose it is. No, I can't come up with anything. I don't know why they give you a business card to a restaurant.
Okay.
Well, anyways.
Okay, whatever. Just please cool it with the explosions. If I see,
I'll have to talk to
if I
you
hear of
about
any,
that.
if I hear of any more explosions, I'm going to have to take you in.
Well, any of them?
What if it's
Hmm,
not
okay.
us?
Well, it wasn't us.
I lean
Yeah,
over to
thank-
Giovanna and whisper to her, I'd certainly like to see him try to take us in.
Actually, I actually do have some paperwork that I need you to sign real quick. Mr. Police Officer?
Okay, how about I get you in contact with our lawyers?
All right. If
You
you
know
give me their
what?
business card, please.
Yeah, we'll get our lawyer in contact with you.
So, if you would let all
We'll
local
get it.
businesses know, or any victims of spiritual things, if they drop off a business card with us once a month, we will be picking a winner and we'll be sending them a coupon for our services.
Make a deception check.
You hear like you just
You're
hear Agatha,
really
like,
rubbing
go,
it, and you're really trying to rub it in.
You hear Agatha go like under her breath, just what?
My favorite thing is that the sheriff from this podunk town thinks they can bring in three level 9 adventurers. And I'm just like, oh buddy.
You know what? Actually, at this point, Agatha just starts like walking away and trying to like pull them both in, and is like, anyways, if you can enter in contact with our lawyer, we will try to avoid speaking too much. You know, anything that you can say can be held up against you in court, etc.,
Hold on,
etc.
hold on.
We'll have to go
Who
now.
did you say you worked for again?
Yeah, anyways, bye.
We did it. Bye.
Wait, who
Independent
did you
contractors.
say you worked for again?
We're under an
We did it.
NDA. Sorry.
Bye.
Yeah,
We're under
NDAs.
an NDA.
Real tight NDAs.
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
How is that a deception? We're telling the truth. We can't actually tell him.
True. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I think.
Actually, no. That's not true.
Can we just go out saying that we work for the Hidden Archives? Because that's something that we can
You
do.
can tell him that you work with the Wayfinder Society.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Anyways, I'll just roll
Still
that
signed an
deception check.
NDA. It was for unrelated events, but I can't talk about my work, and I think that includes all my work.
Like this is like Agatha was saying that as like she was speed walking away, you know. Time for a hero boy. Now watch me roll a 1, baby.
29.
Oh. Okay.
So, what was that? What were you trying to do there?
Well, we said, you know, can't say who we work for. We're under NDA while we walked away, and you asked for a deception. So
Okay, so you somehow managed to skirt away from telling them you work with Hidden Archives or the Wayfinder Society.
yep.
as he goes out the door, Gorbadal pops up in one of his work notebooks. It's like, note to self: install ejection portals in ship to eject unwanted police officers.
Seth, I have a question.
Sure.
Can I sharpen my business cards?
What?
Business card throwing cards. Business
What?
card throwing cards.
I mean, there is that one rogue feat that lets you use cards as weapons, you know, for Beery. So,
Yeah,
No,
but
I
you
just
would have to
wanted to-
take the archetype of rogue next.
they wouldn't know.
Yeah, but I don't want to sharpen them for a weapon. I just want to give a mean paper cut.
Ooh, okay. I also don't know how you
God.
sharpen paper.
So I would like for my business cards, whenever someone takes one, a single drop of their blood falls on it.
Okay, well, that's... That sounds like a crafting check.
Oh my god.
That
These
sounds
are my
like a
players,
crafting-
folks. I am sorry.
Listen,
You
I'm
chose
trying to
us.
keep
We're
things...
not the sheriff that tried to take 3 level 9 adventurers to jail. I'm just saying.
Level 9.
Yeah, we're level 9.
We're
You're
level 9?
supposed to be, but
I'm looking at mine and Jackie's character sheets right now, and we're both level 8. Thank you,
Oh,
Jack.
well.
Well, just...
yeah,
Not
you'll
okay.
need
Okay.
to do a level up at some point.
Okay, so, can I roll the crafting? For that?
Crafting on what? What are you trying to craft?
Sharpen the business cards.
Sure.
I want it to be like that cardstock material, you know, that really sharp stuff that really gets you.
That was a critical failure. And I'm sorry you don't have any more story points to spend on that. That is a critical failure. You end up cutting the cards in half.
Gorbadel's gonna look at what Giovanna's doing and like, oh, hold on here, Giovanna. Why don't you come to Old Gorbedal if you want to have, do some inventing shit. I got you. So I'm gonna roll crafting to give.
I'm gonna 8 on that.
Because I am an inventor.
I have no idea what is going on here anymore.
I love how. Seth, is there a way for me to? Seth, is there a way for me to enchant these business cards to come back to me?
You would have to have magical crafting.
Oh.
You'd have to. Yeah, you'd have to. Also...
No, but like I would like to say that I'm ordering these from somebody. I would like to order sharp. Come back to me, business cards.
That sounds like a weapon.
That sounds like something you would have to requisition from Crystal.
Yeah,
I can do that actually. I can create magical items.
Gorbedal, my guy.
Yeah. now, did you say you wanted these enchanted? Well, why didn't you tell me before? Because it's an entirely different set of materials. Now I just have these throwing started business cards, and they're completely useless. And he throws them, and they just go everywhere, like embedded in the wood all over the ship.
Yeah, I would like them to come back to me with the drop of blood from the business card taker.
And that's just a weapon room. That'd be expensive.
Now, are we talking this is going to be used for, like, some sort of voodoo stuff? Or are we going to put this in your soup? Like, how are we using this blood?
Well, okay, here's my idea, is we take these business cards, and I'll have a drop of their blood, and I'll be able to put their blood at any crime scenes we commit.
PK do crime, as the kids say.
Oh my god. I am completely lost, folks. I have absolutely no idea what is going on anymore.
This is what happens. Okay, Seth, I'm sorry. I don't have access to any of my Foundry things where I can just, like, press the buttons and just do arbitrary things. So I'm just trying to... I don't know.
Everything's a little all over the place between you, Gorbedel, and...
Listen, I can't control them. I can only control me, and unfortunately you're getting ADHD Mela today because there's nothing to control the ADHD today.
I believe in you, Mela. And so I'm going to roll to create these magical cards.
We have to fix Foundry for Mela so I can get her focused again.
I don't know, is 25 enough to make those?
No.
I'm going to set a hero point on that.
It's going to be a little bit higher.
Because I believe in this idea.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah. You rolled that twice.
I spent a hero.
You hero pointed it.
You rolled it twice. I see. Yeah.
No, the other one was to make the non-magical ones. That's the joke. The first one. The second one was to do the magical ones. I hero pointed it, and then that's the third one.
Just like as a side note, in the background of this, Agatha takes some headache medication.
I do too. Where's my ibuprofen?
Yeah.
So,
I got ibuprofen right here.
So like Gorbedel has like it gives Mela a sort of fuck name.
I'm being serious. I am actually taking an ibuprofen right now.
So Gorbedel like gets down on one knee and like clanks to the floor because he's always in his like power armor, and he like holds up the card, like the box of cards that is slightly floating in his hands, because his little repulsors are kind of like making it float in the air. Giovanna, this is it's some of my finest work. We're gonna do so many crimes together.
At this point, Ira and Koi walk in. Ira sees what's going on, and she slowly pulls Koi with her and backs out.
Also, I will say that for the sake of
and she's Ira. You hear Ira say, "Those three are a terrible influence."
I always remember that.
No.
Or just
Here's the thing. Is I
by
put
a
my hand on my
structure.
as he's holding up this box of cards. I put my hand to my chest, and I blush and I take the cards. I'll do so many crimes with you.
Okay, you two can have a story point each. Well, I sit over here figuring out what the fuck is going on.
I'll say I'll give him that. I'll say that the business cards are an improvised weapon, classified as a +1 returning dagger. How's that sound?
Nice.
Improvised weapons are
I have
are
no
pretty-
idea. I have absolutely no idea because I am completely lost now.
Hey, Seth, you know how you keep letting me get away with things?
Yes, I need to stop letting you get away with things.
See, here's the trick, is I just confuse you.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to need to put my foot down at some point here. I'm sorry,
The reason
Bella.
the
I need
reason
to stop
I'm,
letting you get away with things.
So we should
The
probably
reason
do
I'm,
something about this hunter fella, right?
the reason I'm making it an improvised +1 dagger is
Yeah,
because
can we actually get to the the story at some point?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
I was gonna
now
mention
we have
that,
the business cards.
I was gonna mention that it's because it improvised weapons they have a penalty to attack. Also, returning, is a room that exists and can be put on an improvised weapon. But it makes sense, with flavor and mechanics, and also it's not too powerful. It's not too OP.
I just have now I have my my sharpened business cards returned to me. All right, I'm here now.
I'm not.
We should probably do something about this here hunter, and probably not involve the authorities at all, because they seem to be a bunch of chuckle fucks.
I think
They just warned you, please don't blow anything up. I
wanna
think
go
that
to-
is fair when they're trying to protect the city. That's the
I would like to go
that's what
to
the
the police
magic guard's
station.
job is.
Wait, didn't he say there were more cases?
Yes, a lot more
ones? Can
cases. As soon as you figure this one out and take care of this one, we'll get to those.
Oh yeah, I thought we were just skipping that one. I thought it was one of those cliffhangers that we come back to later.
Agatha puts her hand on her head, with leaning down with her eyes closed, and just guys, I hate to agree with a cop as much as the next guy, but you guys did blow up that. You guys did commit an act of terrorism.
Listen, that
Thank
bridge
you,
was called a
Agatha.
death bridge, and there was a spirit that was compelling people to throw
It
themselves off
doesn't
the
matter. It was an historical landmark.
I would like to say I wasn't involved in that one. I didn't get here. I was still in my charging station when that happened.
Yes, you're absolved for that.
bridge. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, do you want me to upgrade your charging station so you can fast charge?
No, it gives me an excuse to be late.
Again, genius. Why are you not... Damn it, why didn't you think of that, girl? God damn it.
No, I like to think that Giovanna just has one of those RV plugs.
And so he's like, so Listen, let's not bandy about who blew up what and who blew up when. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I guess that we protect these children that are going to get their souls taken by this here hunter. By the way, did anything actually happen with in the graveyard when like the lady was like, "The hunter's coming," and then nothing happened?
Well, what was happening
like,
was there
like
was
that.
a storm brewing overhead. There was there was sparks of lightning going on.
Well, I remember that voice because my voice said something different. He was like, "I am his master" or something. Talking about Zolgoth, because
So Zolgoth is this guy's
No, this had absolutely nothing to do with Zolgoth.
it was the other dude, because I was in the ravine talking to the spirit, taunting it.
Yeah, and then the spirit said that he bosses Zolgoth around, and he got really pissed off at Giovanna for asking those questions.
Yeah, because I was saying, like, does Zolgoth control you? And then he was like, no, I control him.
Agatha, like, raises a few... like, it raises her eyebrows and, like, damn, no, I know more about that guy's personal life than I would like to now.
I guess that makes him my grandfather?
God.
Your family tree confuses me, Giovanna.
It confuses me too. I have absolutely no idea where she got that idea.
Well, Zolgoth is my dad.
No,
and that
he's
means
not.
And that means that his dad is my grandfather, and I'm assuming that evil spirit is his dad.
So we're gonna trap this
I
evil
assume-
spirit, let's.
So now I have to commit patricide and grand patricide.
Pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
I assumed something
Okay, guys,
completely
I have
different. Wow, okay.
absolutely no idea where Giovanna got this crazy story from. Zolgoth's not her dad.
Well, either way, I mean, like, I suppose I could come up with some preliminary designs. We'd have to beta test them, of course, but I mean, and some children might die during the beta test because they get their souls stolen because the device doesn't exactly work right. But I mean,
The last stream on YouTube.
Yes. As Fredbot's talking about killing children, which I think
not
is
me
probably
killing children. My trap device not working, therefore the ghost steals the kid's souls because we can't stop it. That's what he's saying.
YouTube, I am so sorry.
And so okay, so like refresh. It's very clear that a lot of things have changed between last thing. So what exactly is the mission objective now beyond?
The current mission objective is to figure out what is going on with that woman's house and get rid of that spirit.
Okay, so let's go to the woman's house again, right? And we have the spirit recorders, right?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, folks. But, it's been a couple of months, so.
Okay, I just watched the end of the last stream. Okay. No, because we said... Okay, because we said, if Zolgoth's a pawn, then what are you, talking to the spirit? And he said, master. So he's the master of Zolgoth. Okay, I'm kind of caught up. I should have just watched the whole stream before... You know what? Maybe we should do that, guys.
That's why I made the joke with Agatha. They're like, oh, I know more about this guy's personal life than I would like to.
So, Gorbadel's like, well, let's get out of this goddamn city because freaking pigs are all.
I thought we still had to save the. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna. Mella's gonna be quiet for a minute.
Let's go to that lady's house and let's figure this shit out. Don't do explosions, he says.
Yeah, I would also suggest that we, if you're not gonna hear from him, then hear from me. Who is very much not a cop. Controlled explosions can sometimes be helpful. That was very much not that controlled.
Thank you, Agatha.
I didn't bring enough.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree because, again, it was labeled a death bridge. Now,
Doesn't matter.
it absolutely does matter. If people are dying because of a piece of infrastructure, it doesn't matter if it's historical or not. It's gotta go.
Well, then, there's a few steps to it being blown up. Then, you try, getting in contact with a few people, and if that doesn't work,
permits.
and if that doesn't work, you try to.
It's in the middle of a graveyard. I
And,
don't see how that is a. Whatever. We have children to save. Now, I propose we go to this house. We take our little ghost finder recorder doodad. See if we can talk to this here spirit. See if it's the same one as the hunter or whatever fucking thing they call it.
All right. So. Seth?
Yep.
Already on you.
Yep. You, eventually make it back to Barbara's house. There you find Koi and Ira. Because, Koi heard about the kids who were in trouble, and she wanted to help. And, Barbara is there. Barbara is the mother. And she said, "My gods, it's so good you came back. Last night, things got worse."
Worse how?
Gorbinal's just kind of take a bunch of his instruments and not even really engage in that conversation. Just start setting things up in the children's room.
As you enter the daughter's room, you notice the entire room is in complete disarray. Dolls and toys are thrown about. The bed is completely turned over.
Amateur hour poltergeist bullshit.
Everything is in complete disarray. And on the wall, you just see some writing. Some writing that is just carved into the wall. And it says, "Gorbideld must die."
That's nice. Many have tried.
You
Well,
got any long-standing enemies? Any that are particularly young?
Well,
Because,
I've got a long list of enemies that are both living and dead. Which list would you like?
This kid doesn't seem to like they like you that much. I'm gonna be honest.
I look at Gorbidel and I say, I take out a notebook and I just hand it to him and I say, "Can you write down your closest living relatives and any people you'd like to contact in the case of your unfortunate or untimely death or critical
I mention that because I have, and basically he presses on a nodule on his hip, and a steel canister pops out of his power armor, and it's a heavily armored steel canister to basically be preserved in the event of his death, a horrible, really powerful explosion. And he pops it open and is like, "Last will and testament right here. You'll find the contact information of all my next of kin. Under no certain, there's 3 copies of the will. Triplicate's always best. And yeah. So, in the event of my untimely death, just go ahead and pop it out right here. Good to go."
Koi is standing in the back here, and she's just laughing, and she says, "Who did the weird inventor guy piss off this time?"
Oh, it could literally be any number of people. It could be me for all we know.
The best way to corner a ghost is to piss it off, in my experience. Because if it pisses you, if you piss it off, it comes after you and not other people, and that puts you in a more of a better ability to fight it head on. Because ghosts are little prissy bastards. Anyways, back to business.
As this is going on, I'm copying down. Oh.
What I was gonna say is, as he like pulls down pulls out the canister and like starts explaining it and everything, like you just see the door to like the bedroom close from outside, and Agatha just starts heading to actually talk to the parent while you guys are over there.
I take the will and I'm copying it down in case he dies away from me and I don't feel like looking for the canister.
And Agatha, as you pass by, you hear Ira whisper under her breath, "This is why he is a terrible influence on Kauai."
A few minutes later, I step out of the bedroom and walk to Agatha.
Yeah, Kauai and Ira follow you two. Particularly because Ira's trying to keep Kauai away from Gorbadel.
Well, Gorbadel is going to start trapping this room.
I'd also like to hand the notebook to Ira and say, if you could just fill out this contact information also.
she looks at you like... She looks at you like you have lost your mind.
As she finally leaves, it's like, so you're saying you don't want to retrieve? If you don't want to retrieve the canister, I could just here, 1 second. And he like carves some runes into the canister, and he's like, so this should teleport to your nearest location now, in the event of my untimely death.
I've already gotten it written down, but I look at Koi and I'm like, listen, or I look at Ira and I'm like, listen, in case anything happens, I want to know who to give Koi to. It's definitely not going to be us. Like, who would you like to leave her in the care of?
She's my
girlfriend.
She's my girlfriend, not my charge. Probably
okay.
Crystal.
Okay, I just start writing this down, and then I'll get Agatha's contact information later.
Meanwhile, Agatha is like trying to think about how many vacation days she has left, because she might need to spend a few.
So
Agatha, I actually already have Agatha's written down. It just says Esther.
So while they're talking to the lady, I'm going to basically trap the room, and I'm also going to cut my own hand and do a sigil, basically, that essentially says, "Fuck you, I'm here, come get me."
Okay,
I'll wait on that till tonight.
Okay, Gorbadel, go ahead and make me a thievery check in secret.
For what?
For all of your traps put together.
That's actually a crafting check.
Okay, do that. And it has to be secret.
Okay. And because I am an extra trap maker and I have master, I get a +2 bonus. Because everything is groovy.
Okay. I'm going to keep that number in mind. Have we settled down now?
Better not look at my screen, friend bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Better not look at my screen, friend bot.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
Just realized that Friendbot is the only person that couldn't see that roll.
Yeah, I just deleted it.
Okay.
I remember the number.
I will
Well, it was a blind
pretend
GM
that I
roll.
don't remember the number.
It's still Jackie would have seen it because she's a co-GM.
Yeah, well, I'm having to share Jackie's screen.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so let's go talk to Barbara. Is that Barbara? Barbara?
Yeah.
Barb? Can I call you Barb?
Please don't.
All right, Barbara. And I hand her a business card.
Oh my god.
No, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna try to like just no. We can do business some other time. Right now, we're not here for that.
Jackie.
Do you grab the business card from me?
No, I just straight up like hold your arm, like I do the thing where like I push her arm like down, you know.
Take my other arm. Hand her a business card.
Don't grab that, seriously.
It's just got, contact information for me, my personal cell, my lawyer's name in case you need to sue me.
You just like hear Agatha make a really annoyed noise.
I think you're the god. The gods make a really annoying noise too. I think you're annoying the gods at this point.
Anyways, so
Mela, I love you, but
can we move on?
we really need to get your foundry fixed so I can focus you again.
I'm trying so hard.
I know.
You know, maybe let's not. Maybe let's not hand hand like a trapped business card to harm a woman who is grieving.
Who said this was one of the trapped business cards?
Didn't you trap all of them?
No, I have 2 sets of business cards. I have the ones that are for my business, and then I have the one that has my contact information and my lawyer's information.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Giovanna's new shtick for the next season.
It's still inappropriate to hand them as the first thing in this situation, you know.
I don't think it is. I think it's like, okay, here, I'm Giovanna, here's my business card. This has my direct supervisors, my phone number, and my lawyer's phone number, just in case. Call me at any time if there's any emergencies, call my lawyer if there's any legal emergencies, and call Crystal if I die.
Yeah, no, that is not the thing that you normally say as on the first reading.
Wow.
I'm sorry about them. My name is Agatha.
Ira whispers to you, Agatha. Do you think she's going a little overboard?
I'll let you guess my answer to that one.
Got it.
And so Agatha, like, motions to this woman. I apologize for their for them in general. I'll be the one who will be answering any questions that you might have, and probably making a few, about the investigation and everything. We'd like to know a few things. First of all, when was the first notable? When did the first notable event of this disappearance occur?
Wait, it's a disappearance?
No, it's the first event. The first time this happened was a couple of weeks ago.
You said it got worse recently? How recently?
Just last night. Just last night, Well, you saw what had happened in the daughter's room.
Where are your daughters currently at?
Yes, she's at school.
Do you have a close friend you could stay with just for a day?
Yeah, we have some friends.
I hate to ask you this.
Oh God.
Would it be possible for you to go stay at either a hotel that we can see if we can get funding for, or to go stay at a friend's house and let us stay here for the night?
Yeah,
That'd all be something that you could do for us?
Yeah, it should be no problem. I'll stay. We'll stay with a friend for a couple of days.
Okay, hopefully, night one we might be able to do something, maybe? I'm not, there's some theories.
Another thing that I'd like to ask
she has
is
theories.
another thing that I'd like to ask is, did you hear any loud or noticeable noise coming from that bedroom that seems to
Yes.
be in disarray?
Yes. A big crashing. Lots of crashing. And my daughter was absolutely terrified and wailing and screaming.
Do we have like a protective charm we could give these two people, just like so they don't like get physically hurt? Like, I can't stop psychological damage, but like she doesn't get like stabbed through the heart with like flying objects.
No,
Doesn't
I don't.
lose an eye?
I don't think you have something like that. You might have to have Gorbadeld invent that if he can focus enough.
I mean, that just have to be like an armor or something, or like a snare.
Yeah, I guess I'll just like okay. Cuz okay, here's what okay, yeah. No, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
She's
I'm in
all
a
over
weird
the place.
headspace. Yeah. I'm in a weird headspace. I'm sorry. I'm having a day.
I think
we
a
all
lot of
are.
us. So what I'd like to ask is, when you heard the noise, was it a continuous noise that lasted a while? Was it one?
It was one
abrupt...
crash after another.
Did
I got up, I rushed into her room, and I got my daughter, and I got her out of there.
By the time in which you did so, had the noises stopped?
No, it was continuing all through the entire night.
I see. Then what did you see when you entered the room, and was it any different than the exact state in which it is now?
Things were happening. Things were getting thrown against the wall. I don't know. It was all very chaotic.
I see.
Yeah, okay,
And Agatha,
were the items specifically targeting your daughter, or were they crashing around her?
They were crashing around her. I wouldn't say they were particularly targeting her, but I was certainly afraid for her safety, you know?
Yeah, I mean, reasonable.
Agatha whispers to Giovanna, "You think this might be a poltergeist?"
Quite possible. Whisper back. Okay, when you got her out of the room, where did you take her to?
Out of the house. We got out of the house as soon as possible.
Okay, and did you still hear the crashing sounds whenever you were outside of your house?
Yes. For
And
what seemed like an eternity.
So did it stop if you had to estimate from start to finish, how much time passed?
About an hour or two.
An hour or two? And what time of night did it start?
2 a.m.
know. Um.
Okay, that is useful.
Alright. So what
Now,
I'm gonna do...
Agatha, I want to note, you go ahead and make a
Esoteric?
knowledge check. Go ahead and make an esoteric.
Alright.
At this point, Gorbadal has exited the room, and he is basically
this-
has a large bag of salt that he is currently.
Does this apply pursue a lead, by the way?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Now I'm gonna go ahead and ping a few feats, you know, if you don't mind.
Wow.
So we've got this, and we've got where is it? Fucking this.
Okay, so you remember going back over your notes, going back over your notes of the case. You recall you. It's the time that she mentioned that strikes you. She mentioned that that it started up at 2 a.m. and that strikes you, and you go back over your notes, and you're going over your notes, and you come across 3 a.m. over and over and over. So now it appears this happened an hour earlier than all the previous events.
Do they have daylight savings time?
Good question.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Valid question, honestly. I see. So what's my additional information from Know It All?
So, your additional information from Know It All is you remember bringing over all these books like demonology and all these other things. You remember the hour 3 a.m.
The witching hour
is specifically mentioned as the witching hour or the hour of the beast.
Alright, so did I crit succeed? Is my
Yes, you did.
So what is my even more information or context than usual from unmistakable lore?
So you're
I
even
love
more
being
information.
I love being a post-buff
I'm
thaumaturge.
giving you quite a bit of information here as it is.
Oh yeah, that's how I built my character, baby.
I'm giving you quite a
know
bit
it
of
all.
information as it
It's
is.
in the name.
Yes, I know.
I gotta know it all.
So beyond that, you also are looking at the time of year. You go back and look over the calendar, look at the time of year, and you are getting close to the day of harvest. And what's significant about that is the eve on the day of harvest is often declared throughout many different mythologies as the Day of the Dead. And it is currently the 22nd of Coryphus. The Day of the Dead, as it is so called in some mythologies, begins on the 39th of Coryphus. You are a couple of weeks away.
I see.
So,
I relay all of this, obviously.
Okay.
This gives some credence to the poltergeist theory, does it not?
Great. Well, would it be possible for you to go ahead and pack a bag for you and your daughter?
Yes, I'll do that right away, and
Yeah.
my infant son, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about him.
Gorbachev actually pipes up. Actually, it would probably be best that you actually not take anything from the house in case it is bound to anything inside the house, or has developed an attachment to anything inside the house.
Take whatever you need.
Yeah.
Or
Food,
that.
utility.
Damn, who I know.
Actually, you know how like you elbow someone in the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that, and I say, take anything you need. You know, clothes, toiletries, essentials. You know.
Thank you, and thank you for helping us.
Of course. We'll try and not. We won't. We'll, and if anything gets messed up, we'll clean it up.
Maybe we will.
And everyone's looking at Gorbadel.
Listen, while damage gets turned crystal, I don't exactly see why you're looking at me.
I'll put in a. I actually after this, I'm gonna make a call to Crystal and be like, do we have like a fund that if Gorbadel breaks a house, can we repair that?
Crystal tells you, you know, after the first year with the Hidden Archives, we had to create a significant fund because of Bob.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. How do you think it would be enough to repair a bridge also?
I'll look into it. It's called the Bob Fund.
Okay, if you can just get back to me on that.
In a different location.
I'd also like to be like, can you... If we can't rebuild a bridge, we have enough to bribe a police officer.
Don't worry, folks. Bob is an old character who was in the campaign before we started streaming.
Yeah.
I also like to point out that I also built and designed a mechanism to prevent people from tossing themselves into the ravine to die, basically. Yeah. It's like an automated turret system. It's an automated turret system that basically like attaches a sticky balloon onto them, so like when they try to throw themselves off the cliff, they basically can't.
Oh yeah. I guess
Yeah.
like goes up to Groveld. Is like and whispers a bit, pulling out her like the mechanical whip 3000 as I the player like to call it, because it is a mechanical whip, and she like opens a little compartment on it, and you notice one thing, that there is a bit of gunpowder inside of it. She goes, "It's all about the right time."
I'm just saying, the bridge had to go.
Do let us know if you need if you forget anything from the house. And you need us to bring it to you. So, you know, shoot us a message.
Sure, thank you.
Oh god, I forgot that I wrote the description for it.
And
Anything else?
yeah.
So Gorbadel is going to hand Giovanna and Agatha a item. It is called cheat. Essentially, it is a goo. I don't know if Giovanna breathes or not. I don't know if androids have to breathe.
Do they?
Don't have a
Actually, not sure
nose.
myself. True.
Or lungs.
Oh, and when you made that call to Crystal, Ira blurted out so that Crystal could hear it. She blurted out, "Oh, by the way, you might want to extend that fund to public property as well, because Gorbital blew up a bridge." And Crystal goes, "What?" And that is when Giovanna got off the phone.
I like hang up furiously.
You're a fucking narc. You know that, lady? We are causing both of you kids back at their HQ. Because clearly, they don't know how to keep operational security.
Agatha just starts coughing and is like, snitches get stitches.
Freaking narc. Yeah, why don't you guys go to the airship if you're not going to be helpful?
Text Crystal.
Can you text with the fucking consoles?
No text.
Do they have
There
a
is no
fucking
texting, Mela.
They got iMessenger installed on that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, oxygen ooze, that's what it's called. So I have each of you oxygen ooze, and I make a very specific point not to hand it to Ira and what's her name? So, yeah, you're going back to the airship.
I look at Ira and Koi and I say, okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff's gonna be happening tonight. I don't know. Garbadol's on some shit, you know?
Isn't he always?
Yeah. But for Koi's safety, I'd say maybe go hang out at the airship. And also,
That sounds like a good idea, yeah.
yeah.
So basically, what I gave you guys is that it is a alchemical item that expands, like it creates a bubble of slime around your mouth and nose that will allow you to breathe, provide you breathable oxygen.
Oh, nice.
And will allow you to breathe in environments where you could not normally breathe, which means that nobody can steal our breath from us.
Do I breathe, Seth?
I don't
No.
think androids have to breathe.
It's not. She's not an android. She's an automaton. And no.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
I called them in Pathfinder 1.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Androids are still a thing in Pathfinder 2. Automaton are a whole different thing.
Yeah, well, I'm an
Yeah.
automaton, so I don't breed. So I'm just gonna put my goop in my pocket.
Oh well, if you don't need that, I'll just take that back. Thank you.
That's already in my pocket.
Oh well, I mean, by all means, keep it.
Agatha,
yeah.
would you add that to my inventory?
It's called oxygen ooze.
Actually, this description's too good for me to not think it in chat. I'll let Seth choose one.
The
Wait, what's
Mechanical
that?
Whip 3000 is a brand new invention by Agatha that claims to reinvent what we thought possible about whips. With its new sleek design and the use of random BS technology, this whip has a variety of uses, such as tripping, healing, slapping, and if you have some time alone with that special someone, redacted for compliance with YouTube terms of service. Thank you.
Jackie, could you please add the ooze to my inventory?
Agatha, you can have a story point.
So what Gorbachev has basically done to the child is make it as offensive as possible to ghosts. And he basically has created a bunch of magic circles on the ground, and the last ingredient needed is basically his blood, which he is basically going to paint a symbol that says "fuck you, come get me" when we are approaching the witching hour. And yeah, I've trapped the room. I'm also going to hand each of you. I don't know if you're proficient in bombs. I don't think you can actually use it anyway. So never mind.
Let me check.
Okay.
I think I am. Yeah. Are bombs simple weapons? Hang on.
Bombs are their own proficiency.
Damn.
So yeah, like you have to. Yeah, I have a special ghost killing bomb.
I thought that was only the case for alchemists.
That is. Well, I have done a bunch of chicanery to allow me to be all of those things.
I see.
I would like to. No, I have nothing to do right now. Can we fast forward to night?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go click on hour and go boop 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 boop.
Oh no! Look, bombs are martial thrown weapons with a range increment of 20 feet.
There we
They're
go.
martial.
It is now
Oh, yeah.
after 1 a.m.
Well, I
Okay.
hand everybody a special bomb. It is called a ghost charge, and it is a it does real nasty things to ghosts.
Okay, so
All
there we
right.
go. Is presently after 1 a.m. Now the 23rd of Coryphus.
How many ghost charges did you give out?
And there's torrential rains out.
I want. Okay, so where is everyone at right now? Like,
So-
where in the house? Because I feel like we should each take a portion of the house.
Okay, so as you all figure out where in the house you are going to be, rain is pouring torrentially outside. You can hear the drops. You can hear the drops against the siding of the house, on the windows. You also can hear a little bit of wind.
Okay. So who wants to be? I assume Garbathol is gonna be in the children's room.
Oh yeah, I'm bait.
Yeah.
My God.
Agatha, where would you like to be?
I could stay in the living room.
Okay. So I guess I'll take the mom's room.
Okay.
So Robert is going to have in his hand something called an ectoplasmic tracer.
How about with that, we take a quick break for about 5 minutes. That sound
Alright.
good to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, a 5-minute break. We will be right back, folks. Welcome back, folks. We are back. Ready to, whatever is going on.
I think we're sitting in Ghost Trap right now.
Yeah, last I heard, you all split up into different rooms.
Yes.
We are still accessible to one another. Like, it's a small house. It's not like huge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we're
it's-
like room, like we're each in a different room. Like,
Yeah, it's
If
not
it
like the
comes for you,
ranch house.
I'm gonna Kool-Aid Man through a wall. I just want to let everybody know that's gonna happen. Because I've always
I'd also like to call Crystal at some point again and be like, yeah, we're 100% gonna need like so many construction workers. There's blood everywhere in that child's room. Also, is there like a thing where we can like give them hotel vouchers or something? Because I don't think this is gonna be habitable for a minute.
Well, we will see.
So I'm trying to figure out. So it says it's a standard DC for my level for overdrive, but it doesn't tell me what that is.
It's look in your spell list. It should have your class DC. If not, you just add a spellcasting entry with your proficiency being your class DC.
Oh, so it's my class DC. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's worded very strangely.
A lot of things in Pathfinder are worded
Oh wait,
strangely.
no, wait. You said for a standard DC for your level?
Yeah, for the overdrive ability.
Okay, hang on. There is a chart for that. In.
I love your
level-based
background,
DC.
Jackie.
Oh yeah, it's from Night in the Woods. It's a very good game.
No, I love Night in the Woods.
It's how I got my name. Fun fact.
Oh,
Yeah, Jackie, the character from Night in the Woods. That's how I
yeah,
picked my name.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, Wayfinder's Lounge. There it is. The level-based DCs. Level 9. That should be 26.
Okay, cool. Dope. So I think I increased my damage with overdrive. So it's what 2 plus 3, so it's plus 5. Then right? Okay, let's double check here. Yeah, on Master Overdrive, which means
Okay, so which rooms is everyone in?
I'm in the child's room.
The daughter's room, okay.
Yep, because I've set things up in there to be bait.
Okay. So the house is laid out like at the front of the house. You of course have the living room, and then off to the left of the living room, it opens up into the kitchen, and then to the right of the living room, it goes into a hallway. And on the right side of that hallway is the daughter's bedroom, and then at the end of the hallway is the master bedroom with the infant's crib, and of course that's where the parents would be sleeping.
Isn't she a single mother?
No, she does live with her husband.
Where has he been in all this? We haven't even met him yet.
Actually, you did for a brief moment.
Oh.
He's been working. He works a lot. I'm sure you can relate to that.
Imagine having a job.
So neat. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So, which room? Gorbedeld is in the daughter's bedroom. Where is Giovanna?
I'm in the master bedroom.
Okay, and where is Agatha?
In the living room.
Okay, perfect. So, Agatha, I'm going to have you make me a perception check.
All right. Bet.
Oh, as we approach the witching hour, I do basically spill my own blood to try to lure the fucking spirit to me.
Awesome, a 38. So, Agatha, your ears are like trained listening to the sounds of the night. You're listening to the rain pouring outside, and you're listening for anything off, anything that feels off, and you suddenly hear a loud crash coming from the kitchen. What do you
My
do?
bad, I just wanted a snack.
No, Gorbedeld, you're in the daughter's room.
I know.
We also hear the crash, or do we? Is it like?
Gorbedeld, you make me a perception check, and Giovanna make me a perception check. Or Agatha, make the perception check for me.
Alright, so what did I,
You heard a loud crash coming from the kitchen.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call them. Like, I'm gonna say, hey, over here. And I'm gonna start heading towards the kitchen.
Yeah, Gorbedeld heard it. And did Giovanna hear it?
Floor house, right? I can't
Yes.
Kool-Aid man my way through the floor.
Hey, Jackie. Did I hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I hope.
Make a perception check for Giovanna, please.
Oh, you gotta make a perception check? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
23.
So, Gorbadel's
Giovanna
armor...
didn't hear it. She didn't know that it happened until Agatha called out.
So Gorbadel's armor begins to sort of glow green, like all the creases in it glow green, and because I have an inventor feat that gives me another modification, I have 40 feet, so I just start moving really fucking fast for my size, and it's kind of almost a little bit of a blur as I just sprint to the kitchen.
I would like to just open the door and stand in the doorway and look.
So you just stand in the doorway leading into the kitchen from the living room. And just look.
Oh, I accidentally I clicked on something that I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, I would just like to be in the doorway. Actually, I'm okay, I'd like to be in the living room, glancing across the corner, seeing what's happening.
Yeah. So you're at the doorway leading into the kitchen from the living room.
Can I see the bedrooms from where I'm at?
No. The hallway leading to the bedrooms is off to the right of the leading off from the living room from the right, and the kitchen doorway is leading off the living room from the left.
So couldn't I see the kitchen from the hallway?
No. You'd have to be in the living room.
Okay, I'll be in the living room looking, yeah.
Okay, and Agatha and Gorbedeld, what are you doing?
I am moving to the kitchen very, very quickly.
You move right into the kitchen very quickly. And when you make it into the kitchen, you'd find a scene that you never thought you would see. This cooler, the chiller, is just tipped over right onto the floor.
Is whatever's in here are they invisible?
You don't see anything that might be invisible with your special eyes of yours.
I guess that would make them truly invincible. Invisible,
Well,
I mean.
If they're incorporeal, so either way, I'm going to. Is there currently things flying around, or is it just the poltergeist activity ended?
It's just the poltergeist activity ended, whatever the hell it was. Just this chiller just right onto
Well, he's
the
going to
floor.
go back to the child's room, and he's going to then scream. So, what are you waiting for? I'm right here. You carved an invitation for me in the wall.
I would like to walk back into the master bedroom and close the door.
All right.
Do Jackie or Garbadal have a comstone?
Yes, everyone should.
I do, yeah.
Everyone should as part of their kit.
As he's screaming, we're on the ground floor, right?
Yeah, there is only one floor. It's a one-story house.
Okay. Is there a window in the master bedroom?
Yes.
I'd like to exit through the window.
All right. There is a window in every room.
Okay, I would like to exit through the window.
All right. So Giovanna climbs out the window in the master bedroom with the door closed. Do you close the window afterwards?
Yes. I don't want to cause rain damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to PM you where I would like to go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. And just so you know, this is even going to be a surprise to our viewers. The viewers can't see my Discord.
I thought this might be a fun little thing, you know?
Yeah.
I have
So,
a question. Is the audio from Chrome audible? Because if so, then I'm not gonna use Bandcamp.
I'm not sure.
I'm
I can't.
asking. Can you hear this?
I can't hear anything. No.
No.
Okay, good.
So, Gorbadel is going to start basically insulting this poltergeist. Osprey, you are the lamest poltergeist I ever did see. I have so many of you. I probably trapped your auntie, your uncle.
Yeah.
You suck. Like, really.
Okay,
was
so
dying. Scary.
Gorbadeld can go ahead and make me an intimidate check.
Okay. I will do that.
And do it in secret, please.
Oh, I didn't do it in secret. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please do. All right. I'm going to delete this now because reasons.
Okay, for some reason my one of my feet isn't in my sheet. Hang on.
All right. So, Agatha, anything you're doing? What did you do when you heard the crash in the kitchen?
I'm gonna help. Gorbadel try to taunt it.
All right.
Try to call it. Can I
Alright.
try to also roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, please. And secret, please.
Can I roll an occultism check to see if I can?
I'm not
force
looking.
it
I close
to
my eyes. I
appear?
close my eyes. I close my eyes.
Delete it, Seth. Delete it.
Yep,
Delete
I did.
it.
I did.
Okay.
I know all the secrets.
But yeah, yeah, no, Agatha just goes with him and says, what does she say? We're gonna fucking rip you apart limb from limb.
Oh my god.
Can I
I'm
roll
so
an
glad Koi and I
occultism?
were sent back to the airship.
Yeah, no, I
Why are they even
specifically
here with us if they can't even, like, do things?
It was already complaining about you being a terrible influence on Koi.
yeah, seems that
But
seems that,
they
yeah.
help in their own way once in a while.
Like, why are they? But like, if they don't seem to be trained field operatives, if they're like, oh no, we can't taunt the ghost. Oh,
Well, they get turns in combat, so.
They help. They help in their own way.
Last time they did, they almost died.
Can I make an occultism roll to force the ghost to appear? Basically,
How would
do
you
like
be
a-
doing
do like a-
that? How would you be
like
doing
a
that?
there is like in a lot of occult like our world's occult lore, there are a lot of rituals to like call and force a specific spirit to appear, right?
Yeah.
And given that the spirit's resonance is particularly strong in this building because it's been a lot of activity, it would basically be the only one be able to basically be called because it's tied here. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking of, like just make it show itself.
All right. All right. So, describe how you would be doing this.
So there on a wall that does not have a whole bunch of like stuff already painted on it by Gorbadel, he is basically going to likely in his own blood basically paint a couple of sigils to force this thing to appear in this room.
All right.
Spirits and undead are more related to religion checks, right?
Spirits and undead can be are more so related to occultism.
I see.
I can see it going either way. Do you want to help me out and roll religion?
We can. I mean, we can do both. Modifier is pretty much the same on both.
Yeah. All
Either
right.
works. But if Seth
Do you have
allows
a
me to
higher
do
roll modifier
esoteric,
for occultism, or do because I have a plus 17.
plus 14. It's like you're the primary caster either way, so it makes more sense for you to roll it first and me aid.
Okay.
Unless Seth allows me to do an esoteric lore.
So, okay.
But I totally understand if not.
Trying to remember what all these rolls were.
We'll just say occultism, and I'm gonna roll my aid.
Cool.
Not to overcomplicate things. Oof.
Doof. Big badoof.
It is not bad, yeah, actually.
So wouldn't that be a 27 with your aid? Because it's like +2 to aid, right?
Yeah. Assuming I succeed the aid check.
And mind, we are also summoning Forskit to appear in the room that is trapped.
And Giovanni, you had a secret roll, right? What was it?
secret roll?
Agatha, did you do a secret roll for Giovanna?
For what?
I'm trying to remember all those secret rolls. I actually should have been noting them down.
You didn't know them?
I remember them all.
Okay.
Want me to DM you?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why I think the secret rolls are kind of silly. It's a very
I like this.
weird-
I like the secret roles, but you have to like remember to write them down.
But also, like, it kind of defeats the purpose of having hero points and story points if you don't know when you're supposed to use your hero points and story points.
I mean, the point of them is that they're like secret roles. They're intended to not be able to be hero pointed.
Nah.
It's kind of like a attention thing. Hero points are still like very good for like any other check, you know. But I'd say secret roles are very much a personal preference. Holy shit thing.
English is hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though I personally I like to use them raw, but
The first two
otherwise
are
it's
friend bots, 2 secret rolls, and the last one is Agatha's secret rolls.
All right.
And I didn't secret roll anything.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Good with numbers. I'm good with remembering things.
I'm good with numbers only in very specific circumstances.
All right. So. All right. So you mark those sigils on the wall. And Agatha, in what way are you aiding him?
I'm assisting with, for example, double checking if everything is done correctly. Providing materials at the right time. You know, everything.
All right.
You know, anywhere necessary, making corrections, etc., etc. You know, just making sure that the process goes smoothly
All right.
as assistance.
So minutes passed, and it's now around 2 a.m. when suddenly now suddenly you start hearing more crashes coming from outside this room. Because you're both currently in the daughter's bedroom, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah, they were.
There is, so you hear some crashing coming from outside this bedroom.
Well, come on in.
You think it's further out into the house, possibly the living room.
Agatha, why don't you go check it out? I'll stay here and
I'll go ahead.
we'll
Agatha does some. So how's the way over to where the noise? How's the way over to where the noise was? Because depending on where it is, I might do some fancy mirror thaumaturge trickery to get there faster.
Yeah, you think it's in the living room. You think it's coming from the living room.
I mean, it's just
Alright.
down the hallway.
Well then, I just book it to the living room. Like I use the mirror to like create a duplicate of myself at the end of the hallway to basically teleport through it and go, you know.
All right. Bella, check your PMs.
Okay.
Just in general, pulling out the speedrun strats on this one, you know.
All right. So, Agatha, your mirror copy makes it into the living room, and you notice that it's not coming from in here. It's coming from the kitchen again. And this time, you notice that as you come into the kitchen, you notice that all of the drawers have been pulled right out of the drawing cabinet. They've been pulled right out and are now sitting on the floor with everything strewn about.
All right. I don't assume I sense any presence around or like see anything.
Make a perception check, and while you're at that, could you also make a perception check for Giovanna?
All right. You're fine.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, yeah, you're fine. There we go.
Giovanna, are you doing this?
Would also like to hero point that.
Is Giovanna doing this with her little psychic senses thing?
There we go. That's good.
Okay, that's better. This is what story points are for. Although the story points can do many other things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw
So, first of
There
all,
are-
Agatha. First of all, Agatha. You, as you come into the kitchen, you find this huge mess on the floor. You notice something else. Out of the corner of your eye, off in the distance, off closer to the chiller that is now laying on the floor, you notice a knife that is now spinning in a circle. And this knife continues to spin over and over and over until it stops and it's pointing in the direction of the master bedroom.
Oh man, I thought it was pointing at me. All right. Well, I notify the others like to go to the master bedroom, and I.
Giovanna's quote unquote in the master bedroom. You believe that Giovanna's in the master bedroom.
All right. So I yell out to. I yell out and ask if Giovanna's like noticed anything.
Silence.
All right. I yell out to for fucking what was it? for Gobadel to check on Giovanna.
This is a real pain in the ass.
Jackie, could you real quick? Jack, could you real quick? I think I have something. In my. No, I think it's in my feet, maybe.
Hang on. I Perfect. Sweet. There we go.
Here beyond, could you... Sixth Sense, I'm sorry, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh.
It's up at... Yeah.
Check
Can
your-
you link that,
Check your PMs.
Smith? Yeah. I've seen that. Can you link my Sixth Sense, Jackie?
Alright.
Seth, does that pertain to anything?
It might.
Okay.
Alright, so Gorbadell will go into the master bedroom. And so I guess I see that Giovanna's not there then, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where'd Giovanna go? She off criming without me.
A single business card lays on the bed.
Oh, Gorbadell, a second ear falls for Gorbadell. No, but she wouldn't cry without me.
On the back it says, "I'm sorry."
Giovanna, you got some explaining to do. I made you cards.
Giovanna and Gorbadell can have a story point.
Woo!
Gorbadell is going to put it to his speaker. Crying without me then, huh? That's what you're gonna do to your old pal Gorbadell?
I'm not here, so I can't respond.
No, I say it to my speaking stone. To you, basically.
No, you try and call me, and you just get you immediately get hung up on. Immediately in call. Like, I do not accept that call.
You hear Agatha answer, "What are you talking about?"
She ain't here, Agatha.
Oh.
She
We're
pulled a
not?
disappearing act.
Well, that's not fun. Okay.
I'm gonna burn down this house, Agatha. She's crying without me.
Okay, hang on. We can talk
I'm
about
grieving.
We can talk about this, man. We can let's go one step at a time here. Let's not jump to rash decisions here.
She made. I made her a magic item, and that's
Come on.
something.
You know, why don't we think about the good times? You know, tell me about your childhood.
We're gonna do the white collar crime, the blue collar crime, the black collar crime.
I see. So, how does that make you feel?
Good damn frustrating.
I can't type.
My heart is breaking. Oh wait, no, that might be my third heart attack of the day.
Oh yeah,
He like jabs
also-
a huge syringe into his chest. That's better. I'm still sad though.
yeah. That probably doesn't help. Yeah.
So Agatha gets a story point now? I had no idea that Agatha was a therapist all of a sudden.
Well, listen, if Monica could be a lawyer, Agatha could be a therapist.
Look, when you're anyone becomes a therapist when you're friend threatens to burn a house down. Any person
Oh
who's
my
in
god.
that situation.
So as Gormdale is sitting on this bed with his head in his hands, like he is ugly crying at this point. I think I broke Bella.
You broke me.
You broke both of us.
Honestly, I need to go grab a glass of water.
He's just like using the lady's comforters to like wipe the snot from his face.
I would also like to clarify that was one of the trapped business cards, so it does take a drop of your blood.
That's fine.
And then it disappears to me.
I also write on it, "Go towards you," as it disappears to you. I thought we were good crabbing together.
Okay, Mela, I let you get away with a lot, but let you get away with that one. But from now on, I really need to stop letting you get away with stuff.
So,
But that one is a freebie.
Does the poltergeist if the poltergeist appears, Gormdale's like, "Not now! Can't you see I'm going through something?"
Okay. Now I'm gonna just. So I've been going through this thing in PM with Mela, where she is currently, and right now she's now with Ira and Koi. They sensed
Reveal
the
where
same
I'm at
thing.
yet.
They sensed the
back.
same thing that Giovanna did.
What I missed?
And when Giovanna says, "Well, I guess they noticed I'm missing," Ira gives Giovanna a strange look, and she says, "Don't even bother explaining." I probably wouldn't understand.
No, it's really complicated.
What did I miss?
Not much. But
A lot
Giovanna
of
doesn't
laughter.
want. Giovanna doesn't want me to reveal where she is right now.
I see.
But she is with Koi and Ira.
All right.
What time is it now? Like, where I'm at?
It is 2:15, 2:16.
Okay.
This is why I love Simple Calendar.
Yeah, Jackie, could you go back to my feats, please?
All right. What do you need?
Can I get Graves' voice? Can I look at that real quick? See what it does? Can you link that? Is that applicable, Seth?
Sure, you can use it.
Okay, can I do my spirit lore, please?
You have cursed lore. Does missiles also count?
For this, no.
Do I not have haunt or spirit?
Yeah, I don't think I do.
You'd have to have it because in order to take that archetype, you get it automatically.
Oh, okay. Okay, then let me add it. Maybe it just wasn't added.
Maybe.
Spirit lore or haunt lore?
Sometimes I miss things.
Spirit lore.
Oh, was I supposed to roll that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. 27. All right. I am going to keep that in mind as I come back to Gorbedeld and Agatha. And Gorbedeld is still having his emotional moment. His emotional breakdown. And
Alright, well, she ain't here, then where's she at? I say we burned down this whole city to find her.
Agatha just goes to that bedroom and like to comfort him. She's like, don't worry, man. There's plenty of criminal pirates in the sea.
and
I
that
would like
is
to
when
say Agatha didn't try to call me.
hold on. So that is when suddenly you hear the loudest crash of all, as it feels like the entire house is shaking all around you.
That's what Carbondale said. Can't you see I'm going through something right now? Just shouts at the house.
Alright,
Hey, just wait a minute.
And a few moments later, you hear another crash, a loud crash. And it starts to feel like the house is coming down around you.
Alright, sorry, your mental breakdown's gonna have to wait. We gotta go.
Hell shit. And I'm gonna roll a crafting check just to see if the house is actually going to come down around me.
Sure,
Because,
go ahead.
that governs like engineering and shit.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
aid it. Actually, could I try? Oh, never
No,
mind.
you don't
No, I
need to.
aid.
Don't even bother.
Because I have engineering lore, so that'd be a
You
significantly
think the house is holding for now, but you don't know how long that will last with everything that is going on here.
Well, you're trying to kill me? Kill me. Let's go. And I'm gonna use that crafting check to basically position myself at the structurally most secure point of the house and just taunt it some more. Agatha, you might want to go ahead and get outside.
I have a question. Could I use an engineering lore for a lower DC and try to also get an advantage point? Because
Sure.
engineering, I think, would be a
Sure.
specific lore. So
Sure.
that really lower that DC, but oh. Sometimes
Hey.
you just roll a straight. That's not a bad number, actually.
So, outside, you hear the wind blowing even harder than ever. It kind of feels like there's a hurricane outside, and you can hear the crash of thunder.
I would like to take out the spirit recorder and say, "What are you waiting for? Show yourself." What do I get back?
Give me a moment. So, what was your question?
I said, what are you waiting for? Show yourself.
The response is, I'm already here.
Well, la-dee-da. Where's here? Well, you're just gonna crash the house down around me? Ha!
Gorbadeld, make me a reflex save.
Jesus Christ.
You know what this reminds me? It was this one grave that had an epitaph on it that was just written like the last words just written. What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Beautiful. All right, so I think that's all that. Cool. I'll go ahead and I have 3 hero points. Why not? Let's go hero point that.
I think the cat's camera shy.
There we go. 30.
Go over there.
So what happens on a 30 reflex?
30 reflex, you feel something push into you from into your back, and you get pushed into the wall a bit.
I'm going to turn around and use the item that I've been holding on to. Basically, in a 15-foot cone behind me, it lets out a spray that marks a incorporeal entity.
All right. So, you have revealed this incorporeal entity, and it looks like a big, tall figure. It is, in fact, taller than you, even. How tall are you? How tall is Gorbadeld?
I mean, he is decently, like, he's more kind of squat, like, he's more broad than tall. I'd say around 5'7".
Alright. Yeah, you would estimate the height of this thing as being like 6'5", maybe. He is towering over you.
So he's only like a few inches taller than me.
How's the weather up there?
So, I say this is about the point where we roll initiative.
Just demoralize and just roll a demoralize check by fucking saying how's the weather up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna roll initiative and I'm gonna, or I'll open with throwing a bomb at him.
All right. Really wasn't expecting a combat today.
Seth, you never expected combat.
No, I don't.
All right, time for me to give you an initiative.
Let's see. Initiative.
How do you start a combat here?
By fighting the incorporeal beast. Do you have it ready this time, Seth?
I don't have anything ready because I wasn't expecting a combat.
You
I
pushed
think at
me
this
into
point,
a wall. I mean, like, I'm gonna fight him.
I think at this point you should probably start having these things ready, Seth.
Yeah.
Why am I don't have a token?
There's plenty of poltergeist sheets though that are decently high level, I'm sure, that you could tweak a bit. I don't want to like look them up to send you them right now because I don't see them.
Yeah, I don't even know how to work this thing.
Always just use a poltergeist, honestly, like a strong poltergeist.
Just use like a level 16.
That's a bit much. Come on now.
I mean, teach you guys a lesson. Teach us a lesson about just initiating combat all the time.
I feel like
I mean, not all
it's a
the time, but
poltergeist and it's trying to kill things. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't fight it.
I mean, yeah, it's trying to kill us. We're just fighting back. Is the
Yeah.
thing, right?
Well, it's trying to kill the house. You guys just happen to be in the house.
I think it made its intentions very clear with what was written in the wall. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
It's
it's not
Gorbachev
trying
must-
to. Well, it could be a different guy that carved that into the wall.
True.
You don't know it was this
gee,
guy.
Nella, you're not here to tell us that, are you?
Okay. Alright, you have to do this to me.
I would like to say that once again, I have not participated in this.
Look, all I'm saying is when you put up a monster, you better have that monster sheet ready. That's something I've learned.
I feel like this has happened several times.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, because we fought that goop monster that one time.
And
Yeah.
also the invisible people.
Yeah. We've done this several times.
Well, I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not in combat.
No, you're not.
He.
I have to, do something here. This is why I love the workbench. The workbench is awesome. The workbench is the best thing to ever come. It's a module for Foundry.
It's useful, yeah.
And all of a sudden, I have something that can actually give you guys a challenge. Unlike the usual poltergeist.
I hope you took
Remember
my
that this
suggestion
is-
and made it level
is-
16.
Do remember that this is 3 PCs, and in this case 2, but
Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and pop initiative for all of you. And we are going to start things off with the hunter.
Oh, it's the hunter.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that this is the bad one, Mela.
Glad I'm not there.
So the hunter is going to open up with a big strike on. He's going to open up with a big strike on Gorbadeld.
you got a battle map? Or like an improvised one? It's okay if not.
I'm going to shield block and.
Did you raise a shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you have to like do the raise a shield thing, but
Okay.
It is opening up with a big, heavy object that is being thrown at you.
Okay, cool.
And it's a
but you can start
35 to
you should raise
hit.
that.
Yeah, actually, I should
1 second.
begin encounter. There.
What is the? I can't see what they rolled.
It is a 35.
Okay, that hits.
Not sure why you can't see.
I think you rolled it privately.
I don't think I did. And we're going to do 24 bludgeoning damage.
Neat. Okay. Ba-ba-ba.
And then this the hunter is going to become visible, appearing as a skeletal ghost-like tall figure that is wearing this kind of a cowboy hat, and each creature within 30 feet, so both Agatha and Gorbedeld, need to make a will save.
Yes! That's my best one.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Get fucked.
All right, one second. I'm just making sure that I have all of these things.
I also had to resolve it anyway, so a natural 20 is a bit more underwhelming on that one, but still.
Okay, cool. Will save, you say? Oh, that was
28.
so close to being a natural 20.
And that's a fail. You're frightened too.
Okay. Oh, that's stupid. All right. Don't care.
So go. So there we go. I just applied your frightened 2. And then we're going to toss another object, this time at Agatha.
Alright, hit me with that map, baby. That's a normal hit?
Yep. 19 bludgeoning. And that is its turn.
Can you put my token on like any map so I can like automatically apply the damage?
It's on the battle map.
Oh, it's not loaded.
Just go over to the battle map.
Oh, fair enough.
So, wait a minute. If this poltergeist was invisible, I can still see him. I've always been able to see him. Because by having the flag of invisible, I can see him.
That doesn't give you a bonus to the
No, I'm just saying that
frightened,
it
though.
doesn't make sense that so I'm just saying that it regardless if he tries to do the frighten again, I've always been able to see him. Therefore, he can't become uninvisible and affect me with that again.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see the turn or. All right, so is it? Okay. All right. So is it my turn now?
Yes, it is, Agatha.
All right, I'm gonna devise a thingamabob with as a free action.
All right.
Actually, first I'm gonna use. Hang on, what was it called again? Exploit vulnerability. There it is.
Oh boy.
I'll explain what it
Llama?
does. I'll explain what it does. I can explain what it does in short.
TLDR?
I make I make an esoteric lore against a standard DC for the creature's level. So you check the DC table, and well, you just tell me whether I succeeded, failed, etc.
That is a success.
Okay, so I learn its highest weakness, or one of its highest weaknesses if it has multiple of the same value. What is its highest weakness if it has one?
Its highest weakness
Mhm.
is it has none.
All right. So I'm gonna use a one of the two options that I have with this. One of the
Wait, if
the
it's
other options.
incorporeal, it does have a weakness to. Is it incorporeal?
No, it has no weaknesses, period. That is what the stat block says. No weaknesses.
All right, then I will use mortal weakness. Personal antithesis. I mean, what personal antithesis does is that I give it a weakness.
I love thaumaturge.
Yeah, equal to 2 plus half my level. So hang on. Round it up or round it down?
Rounded up, I think it usually is.
All right.
So what is it
So-
going to be its new weakness?
So it has a weakness specifically to my strikes, as I pull a few levers on my on my like whip, and its material starts to like shift and become somewhat ethereal. And okay, so it now has a weakness 7 to my attacks. And I am going to go ahead and move.
Okay, so I have to know exactly what type to put here because now immunities, weaknesses, and resistances are now built in. So I have to put something here.
Put a custom one. It's this one is specifically like to my strikes. It's not any like defined one.
I still need to put something in here because it's automated.
Just put Agatha.
I can't.
Fucking. Can you do a custom weaknesses? Oh, weird.
No.
Just put just put electricity. My weapon deals electricity damage, so.
Okay. It now
As
has
long
a
as no one
weakness
else-
to electricity.
Yeah, like a like only in the automation. But, unless you know, if anyone else has any electricity damage, we just discard that. But yeah, so second thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna walk over here.
Okay.
Meaning that now it's flanked.
Does
And I'm gonna fucking
that
hit this
work? I don't think it's really flanked because Gorbadel's not actually.
Is that within range of any? Do you have any range attack?
I do.
All right,
Okay.
then it's flanked.
I have a
You can reach
backpack
it with an
full of stuff.
attack. If it can reach it with an attack, it's flanked. As long as it's not, you know, like a fucking gun or something. Then you're not like 30 feet away. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just whip this thing. Is this a hit?
That is going to hit. Yes.
All right. So it takes 11 damage plus the weakness. So plus 7. And turn.
Give me 1 second. I'm still looking something up.
I already have next turn planned out.
Now it's my turn.
Damn, nice. I mean, if you want to come here and help, like I'm down. You know,
Absolutely not.
Agatha does like try to yell out for you, you know?
I mean, you didn't try and call me like,
She does yell out, so if you can hear that.
I could. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'm already dead.
Ghost charge concealed by another.
Well, we'll see if the dynamic duo here can take care of things.
Maybe I'm like dead and stuffed in a wall somewhere.
So, okay, great. Neat. I am going to activate overdrive. It's a single turn, a single action here. That's gonna
Check
be
your PMs, Bella.
DC. What's that?
Check your PMs, Bella.
Yes.
Why is that a plus 13? It shouldn't be plus 13. Why does it have my not a train? I'm a master at crafting. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to go crafting straight. That's stupid. Because Foundry is being dumb. All right. Cool. And I succeed. The DC was 26. So I am now. So I add half my level plus 2. So that's. Sorry, not half my level. That is half my intelligence modifier. So that's plus 4 to my damage. Because I have mastery overdrive now. And now I am going to try to hit him with a striking Ghost Touch Warhammer.
All right.
And since he is an incorporeal creature, Ghost Touch should be active, yes?
Yes, resistances is all damage except force, ghost touch, and positive.
Okay. And
I'm loving it.
Thank God I'm my thaumaturge. I don't care about resistances. Let's go.
Indeed. Okay, so cool. Actually, can I don't think tamper would work, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're just going to hit him, or attempt to hit him.
All right. That is a miss.
That misses, then we're going to...
Even with flying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I am flanking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
26.
That's still very much a miss.
Okay, that's fine.
Fair enough.
We're going to story point that and re-roll it.
All right.
We're just gonna re-roll it straight. This is...
That just hits.
All right, cool.
Even with flanked?
Yes.
It's just a hit?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to do damage now. I guess. So that's actually that is 15 with Ghost Touch. Uh, 15 damage with Ghost Touch. Because it doesn't add in the +4 for overdrive for reasons unknown to me.
Give me a moment.
And it's just 11 damage with Ghost Touch.
Just applied it.
15.
Just applied it.
Okay. And then I have one more action I'm going to do. Remember, Agatha, that I gave you a moderate ghost charge.
Yep.
So what we're going to do here then is I'm going to then raise my shield, which is a lion's shield, which means that I will, when I do the raise shield action, I can attack with it. Let's just hope and pray for something nasty for flanking. That's a +2 for flanking, right? Yeah. What?
Oh, we're using critical hit decks. All right.
Yep, we always do.
And I always forget about them.
And
I'm
this
gonna be honest.
actually adds one more
And
on top.
what
One,
is the type of damage here? Is it
it's a magical item, so it's magic.
concussive blast? The target is pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone.
Oh, that's
Ah.
okay. Never mind.
So it is. So the damage is 2d6. As a deadly 1d6 trait. I think that happens if it's a crit, right?
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah,
deals.
and also
You roll an
I have
additional.
I have shield spikes on it, so that is 46 damage. And for 1 minute, it remains animated, during which it can strike each time I raise a shield, as well as with a strike action. So that is, I guess, what is it? It'll be 4d6 crit damage. Sorry, 8d6, right?
So, do your
Plus
damage.
Yeah, I'm just
Roll your damage there.
trying to it says 30, and I need another 2d6 on top of that. Because Foundry is weird, and it doesn't like to do things the way I want it to do things. I don't know why I just rolled as Reeves, but yeah. So it takes 39.
All applied.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, I think we have a very upset ghost now.
Oh, actually, it takes additional 4 because Overdrive is still in play. So it takes actually 43.
Okay.
Or after doubling from the crit.
Oh, actually, yeah, it would be 8 because it would double from the crit because Overdrive is doubled. 2.
It spends an action to get up.
Attack of opportunity. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that.
I would hope
If
not.
I had a weapon implement, though, I would.
It's going to move there with another action, and then it's going to throw another object, and this time it's throwing some knives at Gorbedeld.
Cool.
Gorbedeld, it is upset.
That's a miss.
That is a miss. Well, that's all of its actions. Agatha.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and intensify vulnerability, which grants an additional effect for the for my thingamabob, for my implement. The mirror is intensified vulnerability. It Agatha's like whole presence starts like becoming weird. As in like it starts kind of bending light itself, and it's like her transparency is constantly changing. I become concealed to the ghost, just permanently.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna ping what that does. It still knows where I am and can try to hit me, but it needs to succeed a DC flat check whenever it does. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and devise strategy.
All right.
I think I cashed that in.
Yep.
And well, is
Well,
it a normal hit or a crit?
that is a normal hit.
All right. I deal this much damage, and remember to apply weakness. And remember that this does bypass resistance as well. +7, and my last action. I'm gonna do something funny. There we go. Okay, there's. Yeah,
that you
that looks
always
weird.
did.
That looks weird. Okay, I'm just gonna. There we go.
The beer copy.
Yep. So. All right. In turn, I accidentally threw myself out of initiative, but okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so Gorbit held.
I don't know why it says I'm encumbered. I'm not encumbered. Weird. Oh, I
Look
didn't.
at your inventory.
I didn't put my inventory in the right stupid things. Oh well. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. No, we're not gonna do that.
Bella, check your PMs.
Okay, give me just a second.
So it's allergic to electric damage, right? Or not allergic? Or is it just
Allergic.
No, no,
Eh.
only to Agatha's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
The
Alright.
electric damage was just for automation. It's that mode became weird and ethereal.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna continue with Ghost Strike, the Ghost Touch Warhammer.
Can you reach it from there?
What?
Does the Warhammer have reach?
No, I'm close to distance.
Okay.
So it's one action to move forward. Actually, no, I'll use Clockwork Celerity as a free action and get a free step or stride movement.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll move and I'll hit it in the face with my Warhammer. Yeah. And it's still flanked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with Agatha.
With Agatha and Agatha.
Yeah.
Oh, baby!
Oh my
Fucking
god. Still magic?
This man is a beast.
Normal damage and the target is restrained. Using your class DC as the DC to escape.
Oh, it has a DC of 26 then.
I'm gonna look that up.
So
Okay,
it's not
so
going to be
that's
critical.
critical
It's not
damage.
going to be critical damage. It's going to be normal damage.
What? That makes
Because that's what the crit head deck says. Normal damage.
Don't worry,
and the target
restrained
is
is
restrained.
Don't worry, restrained is a strong fucking condition.
all right. Well, I'm not. I'd rather have the damage, but okay. So this is 17 and Ghost Touch. And Ba-da-ba-ba. We're gonna raise our shield again. Why not? That was fun.
Because when it's restrained, it can't make any attack action.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
Until it escapes, of course.
Doubt this will hit, but it'll be fun if it does nonetheless. Ah, that's right. Misses. Okay, we're done.
Any attack action?
Attack or manipulate.
Okay, it has something that it can use that is not either of those things, technically.
All right.
I think.
All right. Dang it. We'll see.
So that is your turn?
Yep.
Oh,
Shield is
I need
raised.
to,
My AC is now.
I need to
30.
apply more damage.
No, I missed on the lion's shield.
Okay.
Well, technically, oh, no, they're not firm anymore.
Would have been fun if you crit again, though.
That would have been really
So,
fun.
the restrained, it has to make an athletics check to break free.
Let me check. It is, yeah, athletics or yeah, athletics.
Has to be
Athletics
a DC of,
or athletics?
DC of 26.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay,
Actually.
it'll make acrobatics. And that is definitely a success.
How does it have 26 to acrobatics? That makes no sense. It's a ghost.
It's a high-level creature.
Maybe this ghost used to work at a circus before.
That stat block makes no sense, but okay.
This ghost
Whatever,
is a
fine.
clown.
So, it has
That's an action.
sufficiently angered. And with a -2 penalty against each creature hit within a 30-foot radius.
I also wanted to mention, escape gives out map.
Okay.
Just wanted to mention that. But
So it is tossing knives in a 30-foot radius all around it, and it's going to hit.
Why does this lady have so many knives in the house? Is my question. Who has
Maybe this thing brought them with it.
Maybe it's the same knives.
My immersion is broken.
Okay, you know what? To be fair, I think the average household does have plenty.
That's a miss on Agatha.
And me.
And a hit on it's a separate attack for each, and a hit on Gorbedeld.
That's fine.
And does it also? Yeah, it should also hit the mirror.
No, it doesn't.
Image.
It only affects.
Okay.
Any effects that affects the two of us only affects once.
Okay. So, it misses Agatha. It does hit.
You see, like one of the knives
It does
would
hit.
hit at. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It does hit Gorbedeld.
You see that one of the knives would hit Agatha and it straight up goes through her.
And the damage is going to increase. With this effect has only one target. Okay, it doesn't only have one target. So it does 25 piercing to Gorbedeld.
Alright.
I've got healing. Don't worry.
Oh, I have healing too.
Things get bad. No, like I have healing as a class thing.
And
Along
that
with it,
Well, I do too.
is...
I have I can heal. I think it's like at this point it's what 60-10.
That is all of its
Nice.
actions. Agatha.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use my first action to do Searing Restoration.
Oh, I have that too.
Fun. I'm gonna roll the unstable check. If I fail, I can't use any other unstable action until the end of combat. Okay, that's fair. So me and Gorbaldeld gain. Both of us gain 33 health
That's a lot of dice.
because fucking thaumaturges can do anything. Um.
Oh god.
Okay, you know what? That's not entirely fair. That's not a thaumaturge thing. That's an inventor thing. But you know, multi-classing and everything.
Yeah, that's inventors literally can do anything, and it's amazing.
I love marshals. So as a free action, I'm gonna go ahead and devise the strategy.
Nope.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a thing that would work. So hang on, let me put my music back on. The silence is killing my mood.
I have the background music going.
Nah, don't worry. Okay, there we go.
Can't you hear it?
I have it turned off. So, well, that miscomplicates things, don't it? Fuck it, I'm gonna try to trip it.
Trip it. Okay.
That's against Fortitude DC.
Okay.
It's better than nothing.
Failed.
Never mind, maybe it's not.
That's actually a critical failure.
It happens. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just try to bonk it. Now that the device strategy is no longer enforced on me. Subtract that by 5. It doesn't matter. Okay, my rolls are not great, huh?
Nope.
Well, I healed. That's what matters.
Gorbadeld.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and strike it again with the warhammer. That seems.
Sorry about the Sorry about the lack of your presence here, Mela. By the way.
Well, that was partially her own fault. She decided to leave the house.
Look, you can come. You can show up whenever you want to if you are in a location.
Here's the thing: I specifically did this because I didn't want to be there during the combat.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Why is that?
I have my reasons.
Okay.
I feel like Seth might know.
Not really.
Oh, I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. That is a miss, Gorbadeld.
Yeah, I know. Cool. So what we're gonna do here is just take a map and try to bonk it again.
It's kind of wild to look back at the playtest for Dark Archives back when thaumaturges used to suck.
And then we'll raise our shield. More, and that's my turn. It's turn now.
Because now I look at thaumaturges and I'm like, yo, hold up.
Okay.
Alright, come on. I guess I just yells out to this thing, come at me, asshole!
It launches the telekinetic storm again.
All right, can it do that? Does it not have a cooldown?
Yeah, it does not have a cooldown on that ability.
All right, give me a DC 5 flat check.
A DC 5 flat check.
Because if it fails that, it misses me immediately.
How's that?
That is a success.
And
You fool! You wasted your 20 on the flat check.
and then we're going to
Now
do
roll the attack.
the attack. That's
That's on hold?
35 to you.
That's a normal hit.
It's a normal hit, and
Map.
32.
With map, that is a what 27?
It's a -2 penalty against each creature.
Oh,
It's an effect that is spread out among multiple foes.
fair enough.
Okay.
A 30.
Yeah, 32 hits.
Yeah.
Well, it meets my AC. I don't know if that.
Yeah.
It hits.
Okay then.
That's for Agatha and for Gorbin.
Okay. All right. Sure.
All right. Neat.
2020, huh?
Did Gorbital apply his damage?
Oh yeah, one second.
Okay. And then it's going to move over here. And that's its actions.
Actually,
You think you can escape from being flanked?
What's your check? I am going to.
It's my turn.
Well, I might have a reaction I want to do for the damage.
Okay, then. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll shield block. So I only take 14 damage.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Mirror's Reflection again to destroy this one, and create one right here. Fuck yeah. Fuck you, guys. Who do you think you are, huh? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just devise a funny.
That is going to hit.
All right. Well, I'm going for that. Remember the weakness, so 17. And then with my third action, I'm going to. I'm actually going to prepare to aid. No, I'm going to demoralize it.
All right.
Fuck it. Let's try it. Why not?
32.
Against its
will DC.
Mm-hmm.
Its will DC is just one higher. So that is a failure.
Damn. Okay. Then the turn.
Gorbideld.
All right, we are going.
We have the opportunity to trap this thing.
What is
I
that?
just realized. Like to just trap this thing in a corner.
Yeah. So. Which I have? I need to look at something very quickly. I apologize.
No problem.
So remember how the sheriff said I'm not allowed to blow anything up anymore?
Yep.
Do I smell an explode action?
No, it's something even funnier, actually.
Oh.
Where's my...
Funny thing is, you guys aren't even done in Cascadia, even if you kill this thing. There's still much more to do.
We were hunting a ghost, and we're gonna have to rebuild this lady's house anyways.
It's like at the end of Off.
Yeah,
when, like, fucking...
you'll have to dig into the Bob Fund.
Yeah. It was like, I was like, so I have something called an ability called Surprise Snare, where I can deploy any snare into a square using 3 actions, and it will immediately go off because it'll be triggered.
All right.
All of my snares currently count as magical damage. So go ahead and make me a DC 26 basic reflex save, please and thank you.
Okay. How's that?
That works. And so you still take half, so it's 66.
Oh wow, is this a fireball?
It is a bomb snare.
Oh boy.
So basically, you see you hear like a whirring.
How does this going to affect Agatha?
It actually doesn't.
It doesn't affect Agatha. How the hell is that?
Because inventors are stupid.
Inventors are stupid. I'm going to remember that.
So basically, okay, so the bomb. Actually, no, it's not 66. It's more than that.
Now, if you ever look at a late game monsters sheet and think, "Wait, this is bullshit," the reason for that is because late game players can get up to bullshit as well.
So actually, it is 68 because I'm using ghost charge bombs. Which also will leave, if you take damage to it, you become enfeebled until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
All right. So that is 68.
Oh, 68 now. It suddenly turned into a 68.
Yeah, because I forgot that the trap takes the bomb's damage that you're using in it instead of the yeah. I was reading the example.
Tons of dice.
That's really unfortunate. But
Yeah.
either way, it's positive damage. And it's enfeebled for until the start of its next turn. And that's my turn. I just thought I'd be cheeky.
Cheeky? You call that cheeky? If you call that cheeky,
pretty
I don't want to see your real attack.
It is pretty cheeky, to be fair.
It's very.
Okay.
So like basically Gorbadel, like you hear there's like a whirring in Gorbadel's shoulder plate, and you basically see like a like kind of like an Iron Man cannon just pop out, and like like it's this bolas are fired out. Each of them, at the moment it passes through the ghost, explode one right after another, and it like with holy water and white light.
Okay, so as we've already established, we're going to have to dip into the Bob Fund. Anyways, the ghost takes a big chunk out of the wall and tosses it Gorbadeld. And that is probably going to miss.
Sorry.
And because it's sufficiently pissed off, it's going to do it again. With the map 5,
Come on, man, I'm right in front of you.
it doesn't matter, it's pissed off at him.
Actually,
It is enraged at him. It is enraged at him, so it's going to keep... Holy shit. That's with a map 10.
that's actually a miss.
That's actually a miss.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
So basically, Gorbadell's like, I was always hearing about these stories about this hunter, and you ain't really that much to look at.
All right, so I'm gonna first action. I'm gonna devise. First free action.
Actually,
All right, that won't work.
Is that a strength attack that it was doing? No, it's not ranged. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I want. Okay, then there's no attack that's gonna be going on here. Instead, I want it to give me a reflex save.
Okay.
DC 27.
How's that?
That's a normal success. You take half of. What? No, that's the wrong effect. Hang on. He takes half of this.
Holy shit.
As
You just murdered it.
yeah, Agatha,
And then
like,
some.
Agatha, like, on her mechanical whip, she grabs like a crank and like whirls it a lot, and she just yells out, "Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!" And like hits
It
this thing, and
screams.
as it does,
It screams as it is burning up and it turns to ashes. And that is the end of combat.
There's a lot of hullabaloo about a whole bunch of nothing.
Turn it back to the library scene as we have finished combat and that episode. You have eliminated the haunting, the threat at this woman's house when the parents return with their children and you tell them everything that had transpired. The woman, Barba, is enthusiastically telling you thank you a million times, and Giovanna, at this point, you do return, since it is now the next morning.
I have one more surprise question.
Okay.
I just noticed I probably shouldn't be scrolling through Twitter with my screen sharing. Right?
I was like, I can see your screen, baby.
It wasn't anything bad though. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the answer to your question, Bella.
Just some cute art.
Okay, so you return and rejoin everyone with Gwoi and Ira. And the sheriff has heard of what you did to
No.
to take care of this problem. And he's also heard from Crystal. Crystal is sending the funding over from the Bob Fund to repair the house.
Okay, the house. Okay. No, Crystal didn't say anything about the bridge. Thank God.
She's going to have a word with you later about the bridge.
Someone's getting a trip. Someone's going on a trip to HR.
That is a story for another time. For now, you're still in Cascadia. The sheriff has asked you to please remain and stay over and help with this caseload that he is dealing with. There are more strange and bizarre cases that the Magi Guard here are not equipped to deal with. And he has set you up with a base of operations, if you will, in the local library. And that is where I am going to end today's episode. I want
The
to
one thing I
thank
will-
our viewers for joining us for the Season 10 premiere. And we have many more surprises to come. For one, the first surprise, I might as well let it out the back now. We are now going to be playing weekly instead of bi-weekly. So you'll actually see us back here next week. Woohoo! And
One thing I will.
You will be blowing up
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
lot more bridges.
and
until this is over.
next surprise I have, I am actually preparing to start up another campaign. If you are a refugee of the current crisis going on with D&D 5e and want to learn more about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, please let me know in the comments below, and I will work something out with you, because I am going to be running the beginner box for a group of adventurers from a group of 5e refugees. And this
Playing
bigger
adventures
box
is stupid and
adventure is
wonderful.
going to be based in Mystimon Saga. Jackie is working on some pre-gens that are going to be suitable for this setting. So we look forward to that, Jackie.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
you
I
can.
have been busy with a bunch of stuff, but when I can, I will get to making 'em.
When you can. And with when we finish the beginner box, we're going to be continuing directly into Paizo's newest adventure path, Gatewalkers. Again, based in this setting, so the story may be a bit different. So more details on that will be coming in the near future. Until then, adios, have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.